417. So if anything over that, then no, we don't do. I say we don't specialize in that, and that's where our target market is. Obviously, I can point you in the right direction if you wanted to look at those options, but we don't handle them.
I wasn't talking about the 417. I was talking about the 10 investment houses.
Oh, 10 investment houses. Yeah, we do have one outlet for if you own more than 4 properties, you can buy more properties. We do have one outlet for that. Yes. So sorry for misunderstanding you there.
Is that a 30-year product? Is it a hard money product? What is it?
No, it's a 30-year product. 30-year fixed. It's regular conforming rates, but we do have one of our investors will allow to finance up to 10 properties at once.
Only 10 properties?
Only 10 properties. That they do cut it off at 10.
So if you already have 10, they'll do a second 10.
No, if you already have, let's say you had 7, they'll do 3 more. So a total of 10 financed, and then once you reach that mark, then I don't have any other outlets for that type of financing.
Well, thank you very much for your time.
George, thanks for calling in to the Real Estate Power. We greatly appreciate it. Hey, give George, if you have any other questions, make sure to give Kent at Academy Mortgage a call at 480-246-3687 or visit him online at academyapproved.com. And Brandon, I don't know if it's just me, but is Kent a little more intelligent than he looks? I mean, I don't know. He's coming across, but this is great.
I'm gonna stay away from that one.
Are you going to stay? Okay,
I'm gonna try to stay Kent's friend till the end of the show.
He is a pretty big guy.
Yeah, I think he's a nice guy, so I don't have any reason to give him a hard time.
I know these guys long enough. I guess I could say what I want pretty much. Kent's still smiling. That's a good thing. Hey, give us a call into the show. Number 602-324-5366. We just got an email here from a gal named Gail, Brandon, and she just asked, what type of capital does it take to get into the game with you guys? And that could really kind of vary.
Yeah, I was going to say it depends on her situation or what her goal is, what her plan is, and it just kind of depends. But as far as the fix and flip, which is the most common, the most popular, why don't you explain the process as far as monies and all that stuff?
Well, I think on average, you could get in the game in the $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 mark if you have that type of capital. You may need to utilize private funds possibly. It just depends what your strategy is, if it's single family or multi-unit. But typically, the average person, just to get in the game and pay cash for properties, you're looking minimum $80,000 on up. And we can explain a little bit more in detail what that would encompass. So, Gail, feel free to give us a call, 602-369-4663. Brandon and I would be happy to meet with you and pencil it all out for you and show you exactly how the process with our team works. So thanks for listening to the show, and thanks for the email. That's great. Hey, get a hold of us online, ArizonaInvestmentLink.com. Hey, we were just talking a few minutes ago about BAB, buy and, what is it? Bail-in and buy. What were we talking about?
What is it called? This is the new term that's floating around out there. The strategic default was kind of about a week or 2 weeks ago. It kind of came out really big, and then now there's a term out there called buy and bail. What are they talking about, Ken?
Well, a common thing I don't say common, but when we talk to borrowers, obviously with the Score Guardian program, that's usually how it comes up. The first question they ask is, well, if I foreclose on my property, when can I buy again? So, it's one of those things where some people say, well, what if I was to purchase a property while I own my other property and then let my other property go? So, one of those things where it's not obviously we don't recommend it. We can finance properties as long as you're willing to. If you have your current home and you want to go buy a new home and you're willing to stick out, and we don't like the bail part of it, but as long as you're willing to try to rent out your property and make an effort to keep that property, and you can afford the new home that you're buying. So with those two payments, if your income can support that, you have the ability to buy again. So.
And that's huge. I think a lot of people out there are kind of sitting in their homes. They feel stuck, and that's not a good feeling. So that gives them kind of an outlet.
No, it's not. Hey, when we come back on the next break, we're going to be talking with Kent Nielsen with Academy Mortgage a bit more, talking more loans and how they specialize in the 10-day close. That's huge. So more with the Real Estate Power Hour when we return.
Time and tide wait for him. He found the Lost Dutchman's gold, but put it back because it wasn't his. He bought high and sold low and still made a ton of money. Who is he? He's the most interesting man in the world.
I rarely listen to the radio, but when I do, it's 1510 KFNN. Stay wealthy, my friends.
Arizona Investment Link is a proven real estate powerhouse specializing in foreclosure auction bidding services. There are several companies in the Valley that provide bidding services, but you will be hard-pressed to find a company that offers a seamless investment process from start to finish. Arizona Investment Link provides each investor with a list of homes available at auction and a breakdown of all costs associated with buying that home through close of escrow. That's title status, back taxes, selling title fees, and whether or not you'll be bidding on a first lien position. AIL provides full rehab service, which is really what they are known for. Rehabbing a property is literally a full-time job for the do-it-yourself investor. Their rehabs take typically no more than a week to complete. That's right, 1 week. Then it's on to the marketing and selling of the property. Time is money, and money is time. Contact the AIL team today, 602-369-4663. That's 602-369-4663. Or for more information or a list of current properties for sale, visit ArizonaInvestmentLink.com.
J.D. Hayworth says he's an outsider. Well, he was an insider as a member of Congress. Then his big spending ways and taint of a lobbying scandal became too much for Arizonans. We voted Hayworth out of office. So what does Hayworth do? Remarkably, he decides to become a lobbyist himself.
J.D. Hayworth was paid thousands of dollars by a Florida corporation to lobby the very committee he used to serve on. He became what he denounced. Not for any Arizona interests, only for his own. So when Hayworth says he's an outsider, he's not. He became a registered professional lobbyist. And that's as inside Washington as you can get.
Vote John McCain. Character matters.
I'm John McCain, and I approve this message. Paid for by Friends of John McCain.
Nationwide Gourmets, Arizona's premier coffee service, your local one-stop service for coffee and beverages, along with China Mist iced tea and Lavazza Italian coffee. Call 623-474-7630.
Now, back to the Real Estate Power Hour, brought to you by Arizona Investment Link. To join the show, call 602-324-KFNN. That's 602-324-5366. Or outside the Phoenix area at 1-800-293-KFNN. Now, back to two guys that can't sing karaoke worth a... but they sure do know a lot about real estate. Jason and Brandon.
Hey, welcome back to the Real Estate Power Hour. I'm Jason LaFleche with Arizona Investment Link, sitting here with Brandon Cox and also our special guest of the week, Kent Nielsen with Academy Mortgage. Kent, thanks for being on the show today.
Thanks for having me. It's always fun in your guys' presence. So.
You got it. Hey, the final segment of the Real Estate Power Hour is brought to you by Prestige Customs. This company's locally operated. And Brandon, you just had your truck in there.
It's still in there. But
oh, you brought it back?
No, yeah, brought it back. It's there. They're working on it. They're doing good work. It's